thank you so much for coming here tonight. Tonight is a very special night for the festival. Every year we honor a Lifelong Achievement Award. Last year our first award went to the famous baritone Cheryl Milnes, and tonight I am thrilled to have the Miami Music Festival give this award to Miss Ida Haendel, who has just been a legendary violinist. Hello. Legendary violinist who you'll see a lot about in our video. But tonight, when we honor her, we will have 5 different concerto competition winners that represent our Orchestral Institute and Piano Institute. We had a competition and 5 winners were chosen to perform solo repertoire in honor of Ida tonight. Also on tonight is we have a conducting institute. We had a competition for that as well, and we selected 3 winners to conduct these concertos who you'll be seeing tonight. I would like to introduce a famous, legendary violinist other than Ida. His name is Andres Cardenas, who is going to tell us a little bit about Ida and her life and her achievements. Andres.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we honor a legend, the grande dame of 20th century violinists, a musician of few peers and a beacon of humanity, reconciliation, and bravery. It is a privilege for me and the Miami Music Festival to introduce Ida Haendel, our honoree this evening. Ida Haendel was born to a Polish Jewish family and began her violin studies at the incredible age of 3. At age 7, she was awarded the laureate prize at the 1935 Wieniawski competition, competing amazingly against the likes of David Oistrakh and Jeanette Neveu. She studied in Paris with the great Georges Enescu and in London with Carl Flesch, and during the Second World War, concertized throughout Europe, entertaining British and American troops stationed. The video you're about to see was filmed in Berlin, where she was personally invited by Pope John Paul II to perform. It was the Pope himself who requested her to perform, and he also asked for the background of this video to be of the Auschwitz concentration camp. No one knew what she would play at this particular performance, and she amazed and surprised everyone by playing Handel's, and this is not a pun, she intentionally wanted to do something by George Friedrich Handel, and she performed Handel's Prayer. It's a very moving and tender performance. On a personal note, I'd like to say that Ida Haendel has been a heroine of mine for many, many years, since I started playing the violin at the old age of 9. She inspired a young man like myself to search deep inside of me for the musician that lurked in there somewhere. And listening to her over the years and her many recordings continues to be an incredible inspiration to me and one of the most important figures in violin playing and in music in general. Our young people probably don't know her as well as they should, but believe me, especially the women in our orchestra, you're here because of her. So, with no further ado, let's watch this video.
Haendel.
I have to confess, first of all, I sound much too loud. Can you tell me where to hold the microphone so that I don't make anyone deaf?
Okay, right there is good.
How is that position?
That's great.
I think that most of the people here, all these wonderful, kind people who came to this event, I don't know what to call it because I'm totally, totally unprepared. And I think everybody will believe me that I was not prepared for such a recognition. This is totally unbelievable, amazing. And if I can't say that I'm speechless because I'm speaking now. So I almost want to say, but then everybody would think, oh, what a liar she is. She says she's speechless. And here I'm talking all the time. But I have to say that. And I'm not crying. I'm very proud of that because I thought that in a minute I'm going to burst into tears. But this is, I suppose, a matter of training. So I have the habit to control myself. And I promise everybody here I'm not going to cry. I'm not crying, although I feel like it. Because I swear, and I think everybody will believe me, I did not expect this honor. This is a total surprise to me. I'm totally stunned, although I don't sound like it. I know it. But I am. And how long do I have? I am ready for the whole night. I'm ready for the whole night to stand here. But, so tell me really, you have to tell me when to stop. Okay, maybe I should talk to the orchestra first of all. What a privilege. I'm really honored, and I should have put different shoes on because the heels are very high, but I did not expect to be on the stage today. And I don't have my violin. And I normally, when I'm on the stage, I have my instrument with me. Now my only instrument is my voice. But maybe I can express with my voice what I want to say. I was maybe 7, 8 years of age when I was taken by my papa. I think it was in London, when I was going to be on the stage to have to say a few words. And I said to my daddy, "Daddy, what shall I say? I've never been on the stage except with my fiddle." So my father said to me, "You know," and he called me always Idunia because he loved me so much. And it's a very endearing kind of name to a child if you love her. So instead of Ida, he called me Idunia. He said, you know, if you go out somewhere or on the stage or to people and you prepare to make a lie, you have a problem. But when you go out and tell the truth, you have no problem. With the truth, you can conquer the world. Not always, maybe, I don't know, because I never tried it. But he had a point. So here is the truth. I'm 100% unprepared to be now here on that wonderful stage with the wonderful orchestra and this fantastic public to be making a speech. But I'm going to say something very, very quickly. First of all, I couldn't be more delighted to be here because what a privilege to hear the wonderful orchestra, the wonderful musicians playing to me, number one. Number two, the honor and the whole tribute and this great compliment, which will be in my memory forever. There is one thing that I regret, ladies and gentlemen. I already wrote my autobiography quite a few years ago. And now I have another mission to describe this immense and amazing honor that I was paid today, which I will never forget. I'm not finished yet. I'm not finished yet, sorry. You know, women always take a long time to finish, so everyone has to be a little bit more patient. I am going to write now my other book that I wrote is called Woman with Violin. And now I have another theme. I'm going to describe this experience, which will remain in my memory and my life forever. And I want to thank all these wonderful musicians. Can somebody reveal to me who organized all this? Or is it going to be a secret forever? Would you, I mean the whole orchestra? I have to thank the orchestra.
A lot of people.
Are you also responsible?
Yes,
A little bit.
yes.
Oh, really? Okay. So let me thank you. I'm going to finish now.
Okay.
Thank you is not enough. This is much too moving for me. And I'm not going to burst into tears, I promise. Because, I mean, I don't want to make everybody so upset that they will see me crying. So I'm going to refrain from that, but I'm going to thank everyone, the whole audience, and all the wonderful musicians and the organizers, whoever is here and has the responsibility, had the responsibility to this for me. I will never, ever forget it. But I have to say I'm going to add one more thing. Very female, okay? That's what we always do. I did write my autobiography about 20 years ago, which is called Woman with Violin. And now I have a new theme. I haven't thought it yet because it's sort of unprepared. I'm not prepared for this. But I have a theme to describe this wonderful honor that I've been paid just now. But the marvelous musicians and everyone who is responsible for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let me show you this.
One more second. One more minute. I'm not quite alone because my cousin is here to witness this tremendous triumph. So that's my cousin. Shall I mention your name? Shall I mention your name? May I? Okay. He doesn't want his name to be mentioned. Maybe he has secrets, so better keep it secret. But thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I will never, ever forget it. Ever.
We need to go this way.
Thank you. Thank you.